I'm Brandon Uranowitz, and I'm playing Arnold Bekoff in Song Trilogy.
It's a unique theatrical experience. It's really 3 short plays put together in one evening. Each of them has a distinct style. At the same time, it follows one character in particular over 6 years, and you get to know him at 3 distinct parts of his life.
It was written in 3 different parts, originally done at Café La Mama 1 year, then the next year, and the next year, and then they put them together. And it's the only way it really works.
It's been an idea of mine to have Michael direct at the studio for a few years now. Michael was my mentor and my boss for 7 years at the Shakespeare Theater, and now he's working as a director under the roof of the theater that I run. So he and I began to kick some ideas around about what we might do. Song Trilogy is an idea that initially came from him. We both read it. We were surprised at how funny it was, how human it is, how big its heart is, and most surprisingly of all, how modern it feels.
It turned out that the year that it was nominated for Tony, I was also nominated for Tony, my only Tony nomination. And I was sitting behind Harvey Fierstein and John Glines, who had produced Song Trilogy on Broadway. And none of us thought that he was going to win. We thought another writer would. And then, upset of the world, they announced Song Trilogy as the winner of the Tony for Best Play. And it was one of the great moments for all of our lives because it was a gay play, it was a downtown play, it was a transgressive play for Broadway, and it had become this huge success.
Michael is best known as a director of large-scale classic plays, but he's also a renowned acting teacher, and all of his students speak reverentially about his ability to talk about psychology and performance and acting in a way that's inspiring and accessible. And so I felt like the studio's a great fit for him.
He's just a brilliant at what he does, and he's so generous with his actors and so open. We're very lucky. We're very lucky.
When the Studio Theater finally said, okay, Michael, we would like you to do Song Trilogy, I knew that I couldn't do the play. The play wouldn't work if I couldn't find the actor to play Arnold Bekoff. It was, you know, in my mind, so associated with Harvey Fierstein. He did indeed write it for himself, and indeed made him a star as both a writer and an actor. And we saw a lot of people, and I was getting discouraged, to be honest with you, and I kept saying to David, I don't know how to do the play unless there's an Arnold out there. And one day, the casting director called me up and said, I think I found someone.
I was terrified to meet Michael Kahn, to be perfectly honest, before the audition. He is theater royalty.
And this actor who I had never met came in and was amazing.
You know, when I reread the play before the audition, I obviously couldn't get Harvey out of my head, and I finally just said, you know what, forget it. No one will ever be Harvey Fierstein. Those shoes are too big to fill, and I just tried to find what of myself I could bring to the role, and I went in, and it was the only time in my career so far that I got the call back in the room from Michael himself, and then at the callback, got the part.
We hired him immediately, and it's Brandon. And the rehearsal process with him and with everybody else has been really one of the joyous experiences I've ever had. Brandon himself is inventive and smart and connected, and I couldn't ask for more from an actor. And honestly, I don't think this play could ask for more from an actor than what it's getting from Brandon.
We found a play that was funny and contemporary and rarely revived, and we felt like it was time to give it an airing.
The reason you should come to Song Trilogy is because I think it's a great American play. It's funny, it's touching, it means something to all of us because it is finally about the lives we all lead.
You should come see Song Trilogy if you've ever been in love, ever fallen out of love, ever had problems with your mother.
It's performed by a top-notch group of actors, and it's directed by an American master director.
It's a very meaningful play, and I'm very glad we're bringing it back.